Alright, welcome to the channel. Today we're going over the basics of Photoshop. We're going to doing a basic overview of all the menus and stuff, everything you're gonna need to know to get started. When you first open Photoshop, it's gonna show your recent files right here. You're gonna want to make a new project, a new file. So you can either hit new file right here, which is the easy way, but it might be best to just do it from the menu. You can hit file, new. You're doing a mixtape cover, you're gonna want it to be 1600 by 1600 and resolution 300. Everything else just basic. You just hit create. Alright, so when you first open Photoshop, it's gonna show like the basic workspace. You can customize your workspace and lay it out however you need it. This is how it comes stock. You got your color swatches, you got your properties. I like to use the adjustments right here. Get that out of here. And you got the layers panel. That's how I set mine up. Okay, so we went over the overview of the software. Y'all know how to navigate. All these windows is customizable. Tools over here, artboard right here, layers right here. So when you get to, so if you're trying to create like some artwork, let's say a mixtape cover, you're gonna have to get to know these layers over here. Unlock that. Alright, so this the first layer is gonna be a blank white layer. It's cool, or you can add one of these adjustment layers and add a solid color. I like to do this because you can set whatever color you want to and change it at any time. Okay, you can hold shift and select multiple layers. Then you got shortcuts like this group. It's the group button. You can undo that, or you can just hold Command G and group it. And then you got your layers. And let's say you got an artist you want to add your picture. Okay, so let's say you got an artist, they sent you a picture, you want to add the picture. Well, these pictures are already cut out, so it's really not good. So you just drag the picture in. It'll usually make it a smart object. You know what? No, let me go back. Okay, so let's say you're working on a cover or you're doing your own cover and you want to add your picture. You just got to find the picture on your computer and drag it into Photoshop. And it'll usually place it in the center. And this will be the transform window. Usually it's not like the picture isn't set in there. It still isn't set. So you got to push enter to place it. Once you place it, it'll make it a smart object. So a smart object is basically, it's like a folder with layers in it, except it treats it as a layer. So you can put effects on here, you can draw on it, you can make a layer mask. So for instance, you can double click it and open it up, and the original picture will be inside. Now when you edit in the smart object, all you gotta do is save it. Oh shit. Okay. So what happened was, when you first place an image, it's a certain type of smart object. When you make a smart object from something outside of Photoshop and you save it, it doesn't connect to the project. So what you have to do is to rasterize it, which is make it a regular layer, and then convert it to a smart object. That way it's inside Photoshop. So then when you open it, edit it, it's unlocked. You're gonna select subject. You can do it from here. Select subject. You got this little brush tool. I like the quick select tool. Select the mask. You can redefine it. And do all this. It's the best way to do it. That would get it done. Alt. It's it. So when you make it a smart object and you save it, it'll automatically update. So this is the update. So now we got that. Let's say it's in the wrong position. It's angled wrong. It's the wrong size. You want to go to edit and transform or free transform. Now the shortcut to that is Command T. I always use Command T, but that's just to show you can reach any option in the menus up here. So you transform, you go to the corners, you can rotate it. You go to the side, you can change the side. Okay, so to fix this issue, my computer usually don't do it like this. It's usually automatic. To fix this, when you in the transform window, check the little tool panel. It locks it. No, it's this. I don't know what this is. I think that keeps it centered. This right here locks the dimensions so they don't, it's not all weird from the corner. So you just gotta get to know that, know to use corners. Place your image. And let's say you want to add a car or something, or add an element, you can find something and cut it out like that. Or you can find a PNG file. A good website I use is Official PNGs. So you get you a good PNG, this website good because the background already cut out. Car match, you can just drag it in there. Now you gotta pay attention to how you place in certain objects. Sometimes it's a smart object, sometimes it's just the regular image. It depends on the website. But okay, so now we got a problem. We got the layers. The order of the layers is messed up. So let's say you got an object on top, you need to bring it under something. Just drag it, and you'll see a blue line. The blue line means it's going under it. Or if you see a folder and you drag it, the blue line on top means you putting it over the folder. The blue line on the bottom means you putting it under the folder. Or if the blue line is around the folder, you putting it inside the folder. So let's say I don't want that to be a part of the background. I can make my own group for any element. Command G. Name it car. And make one for him. Artist. And now I can organize and edit and separate all my layers individually. If I don't want to make any permanent changes to this car, I can right click and convert it to a smart object. That way whatever I do to this is not permanent. I can change the size. I can erase something, put a mask over it. It locks it. No, it's this. I don't know what this is. I think that keeps it centered. This right here locks the dimensions so they don't, it's not all weird. So make sure that this lock is checked to keep your dimensions right. So you change the car, click it from the middle to move it. This is all inside the transform option. Once you do Command T, the option is open and is not closed until you confirm it either by hitting this X or pressing enter. So open the free transform, transform it, size it, rotate it, move it however you need to. And then you press enter. And you're done when the little cross leaves out of the middle. So let's say I need to do the same to him. Change the size. Keep moving it around. Trying different stuff till something look right. Get the size right. Okay, now we got them elements. So now let's say we need some text. Now it's best to stay organized, so I'll make a separate folder for the text. You can either add a new folder right here, name it text, and then I just go to the text tool, click it. Once you open your tools up, this toolbar gonna update to whatever tool you're using, and you can just set it however you need to set it from there. So I got my font. Pick your font, all of that. Pick the color, you gotta set the color. This gonna match. The color of the font is gonna match whatever your main color is. So white, the font. You can do it if you want to. These more options right here. These are all the options. You can stretch it out, control the spacing, all that. All of it from this control bar. Every tool has its own control. You just got to get to know it. So we get the text tool. click where we want to type, artist. Now you have to push the check button right here, because if you press enter, it's just gonna go to the next line. It'd be frustrating. So when you're doing text, you either click outside of the artboard to confirm it, or you can push the check button. So let's say you got your text. The best way I do the sizing is not to use the font size. I just click it like a layer. Command T to transform. Size it, rotate it. You can even do command and like get precise with these, but I don't like doing it like that. Like that. Let's say you got more text. The easiest way for me to do it is to duplicate it. You can right click and go to duplicate layer, or the shortcut is Command J or Control J on PC. And you just click the second one, transform it, move it where you need to move it. Then you put out the text tool, click it once, then you just edit it. Kind of got them mixed up, but you get it. Okay, so let's say we need to add the parental advisory. You can find it online. Parental advisory, find one that works for you. I recommend finding one that you use and just downloading and sticking to it. Like this, drag it in. Command T. Just make sure you're on the right layer. Transform it. Press enter to confirm it. Now you can go to the grab tool, which is V on the keyboard. You're gonna use that a lot. And grab it. Okay, so now that we're done with our artwork, we're done with our cover, let's say we need to save it. So, like I said, everything's up here. To control the software, you can go to File. Okay. So to set up your export settings, you have to go to Photoshop, Settings, and File Handle. You want to make sure that Enable Legacy Save As is checked. Go to File, Save As, or Command Shift S is the shortcut. And you just simply change it to the JPEG. Change to the JPEG, name it. I just leave this checked. I really don't know what that means. Let's save. It's gonna ask you the quality. I use baseline, max quality, none. That's it.